It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Colts rock it on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Colts and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
In their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the offseason.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, young man from the University of Colorado.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And away, he's well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions. He said those are inexcusable. And when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
Cup in motion. Play action now for Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Second down and 8. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's into the hands of Coro. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Third down and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got room at the 30. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
All run play. This is Hill. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there.
And he's in. And Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Colts move out to a 21-3 advantage. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to air this one out.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. Play action, Stafford. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Colts are going to get the football at their own 40.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught by Parkinson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Into the hands of Pickens. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Hill. Woo. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. To the left side and taken in by downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on 1st down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Holding offense.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
that one taken in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Colts. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Coro. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but...
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That's complete. Left side to Pickens.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. In motion comes Pittman. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will add 1 more onto their big lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Stafford now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again is Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Stafford to throw again. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Indy. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So we've reached halftime in a game that is all but over here at the break. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Kyle Phillips, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Devin Singletary, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far. And this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Second down, it's Stafford. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That veteran combo, Stafford and Cup, do it again, hooking up for a first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Rams first down.
Off play action. It's Stafford. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be taken down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to...
To the goal line and in. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Rams. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Here's Gould on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Third down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That one on target to Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Stafford going to give it to Cora. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Contact up front. The defenders
Neutral
to
zone
jump.
infraction, defense. Still second down.
Once again, it's Corum. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Man. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 2nd and a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Cora. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They go play action with Stafford. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Now a run with Coro. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. We'll stay on the ground with Coro.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. That's caught by Puka. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Blake Coro out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Coro. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll run here with Hill. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field. It's Higbee. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. To throw is Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Stafford. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Throwing again is Stafford. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Stafford to throw again. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that is incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that fourth down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 1st down.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big gainer for Indianapolis. It's a gain of 34. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. He finds the veteran Ertz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Downs goes in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Colts. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts stretch things out even further. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. That one brought in by Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Stafford. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He's got it at the 7, and he'll be taken down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Justice Hill to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So it's a win for the Colts. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.